we are going to ultimately say to the American people, there's no reason why you have to pay $4 or $5 a gallon for gasoline when you can have an all-electric vehicle that averages 75 cents for your payment for your all-electric vehicle to be able to move you anywhere you want in our state or in our country.
There are, however, certain points I want you to know. First, I personally approved the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the department does not take such a decision lightly.
Now, there's another decision for us to make. Is the Second Amendment absolute, or are there some restrictions on it? Is any constitutionally protected right absolute, or are there some restrictions?
What have we spent our time focused on and fighting around here? I can tell you, first, a fake, and I mean a fake, a completely fake electoral rights crisis, election rights crisis. Totally fake. Spent a lot of time on that. Spent a lot of time around here talking about, in government, federal government in general, talking about things like pregnant people, something that does not exist. In the 5,500 years of human history, every single pregnant person that's ever existed happened to be a woman. But we talk about pregnant people. We have a military that likes to put out tweets about the proper use of pronouns. We worry a lot about those things. We focus a lot on those things. You know what China's focused on? Blowing up our aircraft carriers. Maybe we should worry more about that.
We need an immigration system that treats all people with dignity and with respect. A system that says that no human being is illegal. And in our states, we can start by making sure that immigrants have access to driver's licenses and in-state college tuition, because they too are a part of our community. But Congress must act to create a path for citizenship instead of doubling down on a militarized border wall.
They'll do their press conference and speeches. They'll be very impressed with themselves. The Twitter warriors are going to love it. The MSNBCs and the Meet the Presses are all going to say, whoever, CNN, whatever, they're all going to be giddy about it. But millions and millions of working Americans, nothing is going to change for them for the better. There isn't a single thing in this bill that helps working people lower the price of groceries, or the price of gasoline, or the price of housing, or the price of clothes. There isn't a single thing in this bill that's going to secure our border. And those happen to be the things that working people in this country care about. And the gap between the people who run this place and the people who are the backbone of this country is so massive, the disconnect so great, that the divisions it's driving in our politics are reaching a boiling point, unfortunately. What makes this nation different from all the countries in the world is our working class. Every nation has rich people. Every country in the world has wealthy people. What's made us different is that here, by the millions, people like my parents, a bartender and a maid, were able to own a home and raise a family and leave them better off than themselves. And they were never rich and they were never famous, and they lived the American dream because they retired with dignity. And with their own eyes, they saw their children have the opportunity to do the things they themselves never could do. That's what makes us different. Those are the people that are hurting. Those are the people that got wiped out in 2007 and 2008 when Wall Street created a crisis and Wall Street got bailed out. Those are the people whose kids couldn't go to school because in some parts of this country, we shut school down for a year and a half. While the people shutting down the schools, their kids were going to private schools and had private tutors. And those are the people that are getting destroyed right now by this economy. And they're being ignored and disrespected and completely obliterated by a bill that does absolutely nothing for them. And that's what your U.S. Senate will spend late into the night and early into the morning voting on. The disconnect is massive. And I can point to a lot of examples. But this has become Exhibit A in that disconnect.